Tonight when the sun goes down, you're going to flip a switch. Light will flood the room and you won't think twice about it. But for 99.9% of human history, that switch didn't exist. When the sun set, the world went dark. You know that feeling? The one that creeps in when you walk into a basement. Your heart beats a little faster. Your eyes strain to see the corners. Why does your body react like that? It's just a room. The real answer is far stranger than ghosts. Your brain isn't afraid of the dark. It's afraid of what used to live in it. For over 2 million years, your ancestors survived without a single light bulb. No street lamps, no phone screens. Just fire when they were lucky enough to have it. And when that fire went out, everything changed. The world you couldn't see became the world that could kill you. Think about it. Your ancestors were not the apex predators. Not at first. Leopards hunted at night. Hyenas moved in packs after dusk. Short-faced bears, twice the size of a grizzly, prowled the dark. And your great-great-grandparents were on the menu. Paleoanthropologist Lee Berger studied fossil sites in South Africa where hominins were clearly dragged into caves. The bite marks on the bones match leopard teeth. Not a few, dozens. For hundreds of thousands of years, night was when you got eaten. So your brain learned a rule. Dark equals danger. Safe equals light. That rule got written into your biology. Deep. Permanent. Your amygdala, the almond-shaped part of your brain that scans for threats, fires faster in low light. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux calls it the low road to fear. It doesn't wait for logic. It doesn't ask if there's really a monster. It sees less information, assumes the worst, and dumps adrenaline into your blood. In half a second. Is that useful today? Usually not. But 100,000 years ago, it was the difference between living and being lunch. You inherited that wiring. Every human did. Even the ones who say they love the dark. Their body still reacts. Pupils dilate. Hearing sharpens. Muscles tense. Your ancestors who didn't feel that were less likely to wake up. So they didn't become ancestors. But here's the counterintuitive twist. The dark wasn't just dangerous. It was also sacred. Archaeologist David Lewis Williams studied cave art in France and Spain, some of it 30,000 years old. He found handprints, animal drawings, abstract dots and lines deep underground. Places you could only reach by crawling through black tunnels. Why would you go that far into the dark on purpose? Why risk predators' falls getting lost? Because darkness changed your brain. Sensory deprivation triggers the visual cortex to fire on its own. You start seeing shapes. Spirals. Grids. Animals that aren't there. Anthropologists call these entoptic phenomena. Your ancestors called them spirits. So they went into the dark to meet them. Fire in one hand. Fear in the other. And they painted what they saw. That means your fear of the dark and your capacity for imagination come from the same place. The same survival circuit. The same night. Now look at your life. You still do this. You tell scary stories at sleepovers with the lights off. You watch horror movies in a dark theater. You lower the lights for a first date. Why? Because darkness turns up the volume on everything you feel. Fear. Intimacy. Your brain still thinks it's in a cave. It still thinks the shadows matter. Even your sleep is ancient. Historian Roger Eckerch uncovered hundreds of references to first sleep and second sleep in pre-electricity records. Humans used to sleep in 2 chunks. They'd go to bed at dusk, wake up around midnight, stay awake for an hour or 2, then sleep again until dawn. That midnight gap. It was for talking, praying, thinking, making love. The dark gave you time to be human. Then came artificial light. Gas lamps in the 1800s. Then Edison's bulb. Suddenly, night wasn't night anymore. You could work late, read late, scroll late. Your brain never got the memo. Chronobiologists like Till Roneberg have shown that your circadian rhythm still expects darkness. When you flood your eyes with blue light at 11 p.m., your body thinks it's noon. Melatonin drops. Cortisol stays up. Your brain thinks a predator might still be out there, so it keeps you alert. You call it insomnia. Your ancestors would call it staying alive. So you lie there staring at the ceiling, heart beating a little fast, listening to the house creak. Is that normal? Yes. It's 200,000 years of normal. The twist is this. You didn't evolve to be afraid of the dark. You evolved to respect it, to use it, to survive it. Fear was just the tuition fee. Modern life stripped the dark away, but it couldn't strip the wiring. That's why children still check under the bed. That's why you still walk faster to your car in a dim parking lot. That's why the horror movie works. Your body remembers what your mind forgot. Scientists at Kyoto University tested this with toddlers. They put kids in a dim room with toys and a one-way mirror. The kids played fine until the adult left. Then they froze. They moved closer to the wall. They went quiet. No one taught them that. It's already in them. In you. But here's the part no one tells you. Darkness also made you human in another way. Fire. Only humans control it. And for most of history, fire was the only thing that pushed the night back. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner lived with the Jews/Honsi people of the Kalahari and recorded their night conversations. By day they talked about food, tools, work. Practical things. By night around the fire they told stories. Jokes. Myths. Gossip about people not present. Night was when culture happened. Firelight flickers at the same frequency as human brain waves during storytelling. It hypnotizes you slightly. It makes you open up. So the dark didn't just make you afraid. It made you social. It gave you religion. Art. Memory. You think you're afraid of what's in the dark. But maybe you're afraid of what the dark does to you. It strips away distraction. It leaves you with your thoughts. And for a species that survived by staying alert, quiet thoughts can feel like threats. So what do you do with this? You don't need to fight it. You just need to notice it. Next time you're in a dark room and your chest tightens, don't call it irrational. Call it ancient. Your body is running software written on the savannah. It's checking for leopards. There are no leopards. But the scan still runs. And when you do choose the dark, choose it on purpose. Turn off the lights to think. To tell a story. To be with someone without your phone between you. Your ancestors did their best work in the dark. Not despite the fear, but because of it. You evolved under the stars. You told your first stories with only fire to hold the night back. You buried your dead, painted your caves, and watched the shadows because the shadows watched you first. So tonight, when the sun goes down and you reach for that switch, remember this. For 99.9% of human history, that switch didn't exist. When the sun set, the world went dark. And in that dark, your brain learned to be human. The light will flood the room, and you won't think twice about it. But now maybe you will.